Y'all come on in. Once again, I am getting started on Instagram as well. I wanted to bring some props. That's why I'm a few seconds. I'm a few seconds late because I wanted to bring some props in for y'all. So let me go ahead and get logged in on live, and we are about to get started in just a minute. It is a little bit cooler than yesterday, but still a gorgeous day. I really need to get out here and do some work. But we are going to hopefully make it happen this weekend if I can't do it during the week because it's still getting dark. So, y'all know I'm a stickler for time, so I feel like I'm just being rushed here. But we're about to start, y'all. I just like to include everybody in the live stream. We have some followers over on Instagram that also come and join the live stream, and so I just like to do it on both platforms. I probably could have been a little bit better prepared, but I am working and I'm on my lunch break. But remember, we need to talk about these things right now, y'all. We don't need to talk about them later. We need to talk about them now. And you will probably hear my phone going off quite a bit. Quite a bit. And let me turn my camera around as I press the live button. So as always, y'all, if y'all see me looking, I'm looking both ways. If you happen to see me looking down, I forgot my phone stand. Well, I didn't forget it. I don't know where it is. So if you see me looking different ways, it's because we are both streaming from Instagram and YouTube as well. So I want to welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our second day of discussing why we're not going to wait until New Year's. We're about to start now with a garden. So thank you all for joining me again. We're going to be back here, same time, same place tomorrow. I wanted to make it kind of a series. So we'll be back here, same place, same time tomorrow at 12 o'clock. We'll have a brand new topic to talk about. So welcome, everyone. If you're in here and if you know someone that needs to hear this, if you know someone that loves to garden, make sure you like and make sure you share it with them. Because we are about to start gardening. So welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. So if you looked at our post today, and before we get started, for all of those who are new, my name is Ayana. We're the owner of Southern Entertaining. And what we're trying to do is we want you to stop looking and we want you to just create a garden. We want you to start to grow. Now is a great time to go ahead and get growing. And so we're just teaching you different tips, tricks, techniques so that you can get started. So, and if you know someone that also likes to garden, again, go ahead and invite them. We'll be here tomorrow at 12 o'clock as well. And again, if you all see me looking, hello to all my YouTubers. If y'all see me looking two ways, we're streaming from both platforms. So I wanted to talk about small space gardening today. I wanted to give you all some ideas. And I also brought some props so that you can see it's possible. We haven't always had the garden space that we do now. And so you may have to get creative, but you can still do it. As a matter of fact, most of the places that we stayed overseas, they did not have a yard. We basically had a balcony. And if you have a balcony or a patio, you can still go ahead and you can start a garden. I think what throws people off is the fact that when you think of a garden in your head, you think of this big space or this big yard, but there's so many advancements now in the garden industry where you don't have to have that. They have pots, they have grow bags, and they just have so many things that you can plant in. I'm telling y'all, I have used just random dollar store containers and I've planted in. That's still considered gardening, whether you're gardening in an apartment, on a balcony, or if you don't have a lot of space. If you grow a plant, you're still gardening. So before you even get started, y'all know how I am about planning. Make sure that you download our free ebook, 5 Tips to a Flourishing Garden, because that's also going to get you set up to be able to use those fundamentals to go ahead and get started gardening. I put the link is in my bio, all of you who are on Instagram, and then for YouTube, when this gets done uploading, I'll make sure I put the link down in the description as well. But let's just talk really briefly about ways that you can go ahead and get gardening, even if you have a small space. One of the main things is when I say there have been a lot of advancements, and I brought out my props today, y'all, there are a lot of plants that you can grow that are like hybrid or miniature. And this is an example right here. I'm going to put it up here. If y'all have been following me for a while, you know that these were Mother's Day gifts from me last year. And this is how big this plant gets. It can fit in a container, but I'm telling y'all, the tomatoes are just as good to add to your salad. So this is an option right here. If you don't have a lot of space, you can look for a variety of seeds where they don't get big. And tomatoes are not the only one. You can't see my face on YouTube. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. How about now? This sun is really like, I never can get the lighting right. If you don't mind, let me know if it's better now. If not, then I'll move it. I'll move it a little bit more if you can't see me. But there are so many varieties, and we're not just talking about tomatoes. They have miniature corn, patio eggplant. So I think a lot of the seed companies now call them like the patio version. So they have patio versions where the plant doesn't get big, where it's like growing out into a raised bed. They are bred to go ahead and go in a pot. Like you can grow the same thing in a pot. Same thing for flowers. You can grow those in a pot as well. They have miniature flowers. They don't get as big. So if you like to grow flowers, they even have miniature cutting flowers. If you're one that loves flowers, you can also grow miniature flowers. So just think about that. If you're limited on space, think about looking for different varieties that you can go ahead and grow that don't get big. I just wanted to bring this out, y'all, because this right here, this was so fun. And it looks like it doesn't produce a lot, but these produced they produced all season long last year. And they were so cute, and they were great to put on salad. So that's a start right there. Just being able to grow in a pot. Now, what I want to show you next is another thing that we're growing. And this right here, I just love it so much. So that's why I'm telling y'all, you can grow. You may have to think outside of the box, and you may have to get a plant or start a plant that maybe does not get as big, but you can still grow. Now I'm testing these because I wanted to see how big that they get in the pot. But let me show y'all this right here. And I hope you can see it. Like this is lettuce, and look how big this is. This is like a 2-inch burlap pot here. 2 inches burlap. And you can grow and be able to toss this. This is like lettuce right here. So you can grow this in a pot. So small, doesn't take up a lot of space. If you have a little stand or something like that, you can still grow. And y'all know how I always explain with things like lettuces, you can leaf off of this. So just start pulling you some leaves off. If you want to go ahead and grow like maybe 2 or 3 of these. Again, these are 2-inch pots. Grow you like 2 or 3, and you see you can fit them inside. And they don't take up a lot of space. This is the entire container right here. So it's possible, half of my face, bring it, okay. Okay, let me fix this, y'all, because we're streaming on YouTube as well, and I want everybody to be able to see me. Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't take a lot of space. You can grow that inside as well. And here's one more. I'm just going to reach across y'all real quick. I just didn't have anything to do the other day, but this is also another little lettuce that's going to grow big. We always mulch. You always mulch to make sure that you keep the moisture in, especially during the summer and the winter. So I don't have to water this as much. But look how small this is. And that's the thing. Just get started. I want to expand my garden space. I have pots and raised beds. I'm really looking at giving up parts of my lawn. Any suggestions how I can make? Let me find you again, because on YouTube it's a little bit different. Any suggestions on how I can do this without making my yard look chaotic? Yes, I definitely. Okay, so we have a question on our YouTube where she wants to be able to grow, but you don't want it to look chaotic. And what I can suggest for that is, they have these grow bags. They have grow bags that you can get, and you just get the same size and go ahead and you can just line them up really neatly. You can put a couple of garden decor things out to just jazz it up a little bit, and it will still look nice. I have saw where people took like a pallet, and then you sit grow bags on top. They have them a little bit bigger. They come in like 2-gallon, 5-gallon, 10-gallon, 25-gallon, and you can just line those up, maybe put a nice little garden decor around there, and just go ahead and you could still garden. Like, you can still garden and make everything look nice. Because sometimes I do have to talk to myself, like, get it in the ground. Sometimes I could be a little bit particular about things, but we want to grow, but you still can get grow bags without messing up your lawn, and you can just line some up, and that's still growing. So if you're in an apartment and they make pots now where they have the balcony, like you have a balcony, and so they make pots that go along the balcony. So you can use that as a space to grow as well. It has like a little split in the middle. You put it on the balcony and you can grow in that. I use grow bags for my potatoes, and it was easy. Yes, Feathered Sunsets. We love grow bags around here because they're like an easy cleanup. And then, especially if you're renting an apartment or if you're renting a place, you can take those grow bags with you. So grow bags is definitely a good choice when you're staying in a small space. If you don't have a big area to garden in, or maybe you only have a balcony, I definitely suggest the grow bags. And I definitely suggest, if you have the rail, get those pots that go over the rail, because now you can grow even more. And just also look for miniature seeds, not miniature seeds, but the miniature version, or what they call the hybrid version. So basically someone has bred these seeds where they're not going to grow very big, or they've bred them so that they can grow in a patio. So far, I have seen, as far as vegetables, they have patio eggplants, tomatoes, they even have patio corn, and they have sweet peas. But y'all have to remember, always plant what you know that you and your family likes. Plant what you're going to eat. If you love flowers, they definitely have miniature versions of flowers, because I don't know if you all, and I'll make sure that I add pictures as we grow along the seasons, but nasturtiums, they're a good flower, not only for pest control, but a lot of us use those in our salads. The leaves have a little spicy bite, and the flowers are so pretty in the salads. So for all of you who are just joining us, thank you for joining us both on YouTube and Instagram. My name is Ayana, and so today we are talking about small space gardening. And for all of you on Instagram, when we are done, Make sure you click the link in the bio and get the free ebook, 5 Tips to a Flourishing Garden. And for YouTube, I'll make sure I put that link in the description. And also, y'all, if you know someone that needs this or a gardener, go ahead and invite them. Make sure you make sure you share, because we're trying to start a movement, y'all. We are going to start a movement. Wait, what is it? Okay, I live in a house, but we just found out that when they redesign our house, they dumped everything in the yard covered with, oh, wow. So King Tax Services 88, I think your best option would probably be to do grow bags. Like, how far down, when you say they dumped everything in the yard, so is things up under the soil where you can't get through? Is that what you're saying? If you could type it in the comments, because if so, we still want you to grow. You can grow in grow bags. But they dump everything in the yard to cover with soil, so nothing grows. So your best bet will probably be container gardening, but you can still do it. You can still do it. Y'all know this week we are going to go over everything on why people have not started gardening yet. And we're just going to give you tips, suggestions, ideas on what you could do to go ahead and get started. So if you're just joining us, the first thing you could do is you could look for different seeds that don't grow that big. So they're called like the hybrid, the miniature version, or the patio series is what they call a lot of them, just depending on who the seed company is. We dig 3 inches and it's red clay. You can correct that. It'll take a little bit of time. What I always suggest for red clay, because I'm from Columbus, Georgia, and it's definitely a lot of red clay. Oh, thank you so much, Yankee sister. Thank you all. But King Tax Services 18, start amending your soil with gypsum. Start amending your soil from gypsums. This particular tomato orange hat, this is from Baker Creek Seeds. I order from them a lot. Let me tell y'all why I like them. And I know we had a series where we talked about open pollinated, hybrid, and heirloom. When you get your seeds from here, from Baker Creek Seeds, they're online at rareseeds.com, you can save those seeds. So you can save them and you can keep them for next season and grow them again. We had a seed saving series. Y'all know that's another money saving option, but they have to be, if you want them to come back, and I'll just be real short with this, if you want them to come back the same each year, then they have to be either open pollinated or heirloom. You can still save open pollinated. They may not necessarily be heirloom, but you can save those. Now the hybrid, I'm not telling you not to save them. Save the seeds, because I save marigold seeds every year. The thing with hybrid seeds, when you save them, is they may not come back the same each year. So for my marigold, I don't mind, because I use that as a pest control. But just think about money saving ideas, and we definitely talked about that yesterday. So if y'all have not looked at the live from yesterday, go back after this live and check it out, because it's some good money saving tips on there. But that's another one, we'll add that in there too, is once you get growing, start saving your own seeds. But if you want them to come back the same year after year, then you need to save open pollinated or heirloom seeds. And so Rare Seeds, they sell lots of those type of seeds where you can save them. And so we save them. That way you can give them away to your friends, someone who's trying to get into growing, because y'all, before it's all over, we're gonna be growing. We're gonna be growing here. So we're just recapping what we're going over. Look for hybrid or patio containers. Look seeds. Look for grow and grow bags. I'll put this up again for all of you who just joined. We got lettuce growing right here in this grow bag. You want you some lettuce, you can come out here and leaf off of it, use it. Remember the carbon footprint. You have not went out but a few steps to your patio. IG keeps freezing and saving to IGTV. Let me know if y'all are having a hard time with IGTV freezing up on you. I may have to go out and come back in. But so we're just talking about ways if you don't have a big space, if you're living in an apartment style home, or if you have a balcony, you still can garden. We just have to get out of the thing that garden has to be a whole bunch of space. They have so many ways you can container garden. You can do an herb garden. Get you some containers, put the plant in there and let it grow, because you're still saving money. Those are things that you don't have to grow at the store. And then just keep growing, and just make sure you're fine with the space that you have. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, every time I get on live, I get a phone call. But yes, with the seeds, definitely save your seeds, and you will see that you can start giving them away. You can start encouraging your neighbors, your friends to grow a garden. So if y'all enjoyed this content, make sure that you like, give me a heart in the comments. And then also, if you like this content and you want to see more things like this, just give me a green heart in the comments. And so that way I know I'll know that what content to bring to you, so that we can all get growing. So that's going to help me. That will help me. Thank you so much, Amelia. But yeah, so let me know. We got some more coming up tomorrow. So if you haven't went and looked at yesterday's live, make sure you go look at that. We talked about different ways you can save money, especially if you're on a budget. We gave some money saving tips, but you still can garden. Today we just went over some small gardening tips if you're staying in a small space. So that way you can still continue to garden. And then tomorrow, I like to surprise y'all. I like to surprise y'all because I got a whole list of things that I want to talk to y'all about, but I want to surprise you. So make sure you go and download 5 tips to a flourishing garden. So that way you will know the fundamentals to get started, and you won't get frustrated, and you'll know what to do when your season is. This last spring, we did a quick garden and just threw it together, and it was so much fun. And that's what it's all about, Feathered Sunsets. This is what it is all about, is just getting started, getting the family involved, and especially for kids. I like to get kids involved because we have a lot of kids who think that what we see in the produce section, that's how it came. But I want the kids to see where your food comes from. So if you have kids, get them involved as well. I will be expanding my garden with containers. Yes, absolutely. Those containers can help, and they can expand the space. And yes, Brittany, I'm telling you, the kids are so amazed. The most amazement I see with kids is when you grow carrots and you pull that carrot up, whether it's in the ground or in the containers, and it just, I don't know, to me it just feels like their eyes get big, because they're like, wow, a carrot just came out of here. And so when they do go to the grocery store in the produce section, they'll know, if they see carrots, they will know, okay, those carrots come from the ground. So I definitely love getting kids involved and letting them know where their food comes from, because it had to be grown in order for us to eat it, in order for it to get, in the produce section. So definitely involve the kids. But yes, if you don't have a lot of space, start with those grow pots, start with a small container. And I have actually went to the dollar store, just like a little dish pan or something. As long as you have holes in a container, you can grow. I have talked to an elder, someone that's older in this area, that had a cardboard box, and he grew like collard greens in there. He grew collard greens in a cardboard box. I've had people to grow in laundry baskets. We've had people grow in laundry baskets, just kind of line them a little bit, but there are just so many ways to grow. And just, if you don't have a lot of space, just start off with one thing. So I hope you enjoyed this content. We will be here tomorrow, same time, noon. And so we'll have a new topic to talk about. If you all want me to talk about something specific, make sure you DM me, because I want to be able to share everything that I know with all of y'all so that it will encourage you to grow if you're new, or it will encourage you to keep growing. So if you have any comments, definitely DM me. We'll talk about that on the live. I hope you all have a great afternoon. And again, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you invite a friend, invite someone that you know can benefit from this information. And we'll keep these lives up so that if you don't have time, or you're on your lunch break like I am, you can come back and look at them as well. So thank you all again. You all enjoy your day, and we are going to talk again soon. Resume workshop, we're going to keep this live up. So once I get it downloaded, if you want to go back and watch it, we'll definitely we'll keep it up for you. So y'all have a good day. I'm going to get back to work. Bye, y'all. Have a good night. Have a good day.